not tenderloin, but the loin of pork in the freezer. So what I'm going to do is make a pork roll today. So come in close and I'll show you what we're going to stuff it with and we'll wrap it up. See you soon. Alright, we're in close now. We're going to look at our loin here, and usually it tapers off. This loin looks really good. Has a minimal fat cap on it, which we're going to want to keep. Now the first cut is at a 45, so I suggest a boning knife or any other sharp knife. It's pretty slidey, so we'll see how we do. And I started about an inch up, 3/4 of an inch up. And you want to go about an inch in. See. So my first cut, you see what I'm doing, is I'm going to start filleting it open. And I'll show you more of that as I go. So at this point, after the first cut, you want to change to a parallel. Your knife is parallel to your cutting board horizontally, I guess, and cut. And being aware of the thickness that you're cutting against. So you move back and forth and look. See, I'm wandering. This is my first time doing this. And I should not be lifting it, probably. Staying horizontal knife. I'm going to open it up. And lay it out and watch where you're cutting. You don't want a consistent thickness. So we did that. Now it's starting to roll over. And see how it naturally just lays out? Do another one. It was a little thin, so we'll do another cut. Reach pretty much at, and the window just slammed. That's weight. See how thick that is? Very thick. So I'm kind of screwed on that. It ain't gonna be much of a roll, but I can butterfly it. Try and save my butt here. So I'm gonna butterfly the thick parts. And since it's my first one, I'm going to have to work with that. We're going to lay that out. And what do I have? I don't know how much of a roll I can get off of that. Let's roll it back up. And there it is. Rolled. So I'm laying it out. I wish I would have had more spread. It's going to be tough, so I'm going to cut it open a little more, and then we'll get to our stuffing. Alright, so what I did was shred a nice green apple. Green apple and pork, oh, beautiful. Zest of 1 lemon, and I grinded off some cinnamon to marriage with the apple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all this into my stuffing mix with a little olive oil. And I'm going to half cup my lemon and add half a lemon of juice. And then we'll mix that up and then we'll try and roll it. I didn't get quite a good cut on this, so we'll do the best we can. And the key is, don't freak out, because you still have your piece of meat. You haven't cooked it. There's no failure yet. Now you just need to marriage these flavors together. So I'm going to cut away, and then after I get them mixed, we'll get to rolling. Now we're back. I'm going to heavily salt my loin here. I'm going to crank about, hopefully, a teaspoon or a tablespoon of pepper. like it hot. So we got that done. I've mixed my 1/2 of lemon zest, apple, and olive oil mix. So this is our innards, so to say. So now what you generally want to do is make sure that you roll. Oh, and by the way, I cut through. I did cut through. I'm not going to worry about it. My first time doing it. And it's going to work, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. Don't stress that. So as you see, my fat cap's up here, away from me. So when I roll, it'll end up on top and want that down below. So I'm going to throw my stuffing on top. And I'm as curious as you how this is going to roll up being so thick. So you're going to want to leave a border of raw meat. The reason being, as you roll it, you're going to have squish out, especially when we start tying it off. We get the tie off. I have the butcher's twine right there. Alright, so now I'm going to roll it. Let's see what we end up with. Keep in mind, I do have a cut through on the bottom, which is upsetting. And I'm fighting right now to get over. There's my break right there on my rollover. And this is really thick, Norwegian style. Yeah. Alright. So we got that. So we rolled it up. At this point, I'm going to wipe it down. I'm going to cut some twine at about 12-inch lengths, and we'll get into the tie off here in a minute. Alright, through the magic of editing, the cutting board has not moved, but I cleaned up my surroundings. I now have some strings to string off. Go old fashioned. Don't do any, let's keep it real. Now, you're at Shaggy Shack. You just want to tie it off simply. 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 wraps. Tie it, pull it pretty good. Oop. and that'll hold until you do the final knot. And I'm going to tie off one end to the other. I want to compress that. I don't want too much pushing out. I went off my cutting board length as far as the length of the tie. Oh. See what happened? I didn't wrap it twice or 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Pull it, and she'll stay. Now it's pretty weak, and a knot, and then I want to work equally towards the center. Do 2 on this one. Right off. Do a double knot if you wish. Now the reason this is, if I start from the center and start tying off, it's going to squish all my stuffing up. As you can see, it's already, from the pressure, oozing out. So I'm going to tie this off and give you a shot and the next step of this process. Alright, so I got it tied off. Looks freaking beautiful, man. Look at the ends. It's a good wrap. Guess what I'm not showing you? My blowout. Remember my cut through? I have a cut through. So now I still do not freak out. Never freak out, man. It's a cook. The meat is still the same. What am I going to patch it with? Bacon. We're going to wrap this sucker with bacon and keep them stuffing in. So there's never a fail until the end of the cook. So stay positive. I kind of butchered and had a blowout, but I got a good patch, baby. Bacon's the best. See you soon. Let me patch it up to cold.
Okay, go.
Alright, so I made my weave, my patch weave for this blowout right here, because I cut through. So now, I'll transfer that over up top, because I want all of this at the bottom. I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to put it in cellophane and saran wrap. Look at that. Look at that, kids. There you go. Whoop, whoop. Now you have a weave bacon stuffed pork loin. So let's move on. We'll get that in the fridge, solidify and mix the flavors, and then we'll start to grill in the meantime. See you soon. Alright, man. We tried to butterfly the pork loin. We made our stuffing, added zest, lemon, salt, pepper, a little olive oil, and then we had a blow-up. And our fix was this beautiful webbed bacon wrap. It will change the cooking ways, so be attention. At this point we're going to cook by temp, so we're looking at 145 to 150, because when we pull it off and let it rest, it's going to gain temp. So at this point I just pulled it out of the fridge and I wrapped it up, let it chill, and now I got the grill going, so we're going to go outside and look at that grill, see our setup. Let's go. Alright, man, we're kicking 500 degrees on this shit. So let's have a look at the grill setup. So bring it in real tight. I had a water pan half empty at this point. So we're kicking heat. One thing that trips me out about this grill, there's no vent. So anyway, I'm going to throw it on at 500. Shut it down, check it in 10 minutes, man. This is running hot, and I'm really concerned about the bacon and everything else. So I'm going to have to open it up to let the air go. Find out, man. Stay cool. Alright, we're back. 5 minutes. At about 500. You can see the sides crusting up pretty good. Remember, this is hot. Keep your gloves on. So we're going to try and spin it. So let's do this. Uh-oh. She ain't releasing. Not quite releasing. So here's the new grill. Pit master, right? Lift this grill again. There you go. Ta-da! Alright, rock on. We're going to give this another 5 minutes. This is the patch side. I can tell by the release of everything. So my string ties seem to be loosening. We'll check it. 5-10 minutes. Alright, we're at the 10-minute mark. 500. Temp has dropped to 400. No vents. Here again, we're doing the reed bacon tender. That looks good, man. Since how there's no vents, I'm going to have to babysit this, unfortunately. And not wanting to pick this up off of the grill, I decided to put the high temp gloves on and rotate. The less disturbance I give to this at this point is crucial. This end I'm concerned about. It's a little bit bigger, so we're going to let it rock and roll. We're looking for a temperature of a 145 minimum. You pull it at 145, it'll be beautiful. It'll rise temp once you let it rest. So 145, 155 is what I'm searching for. So let's Hope we get there. I expect them about an hour out. Find out.
Go.
Alright. What are we? 30 minutes in? It was running hot. Now we're down to 300 degrees. Looking good, man. I'm going to leave those coal on there. Once again, I'm going to spin it. At the end. I'm going to throw more coal on because we start back at the grill again. Babysitting. Oh, looking good. A few more coals on. I'm going to spin it. Again, I have not touched this piece of meat. I don't recommend this unless you're hot gloves. The water pan's dried out, which is fine with me. But I want the bacon to crisp. So I'm saying we're 40 minutes in. I'm going to check temp. I'm going to leave it like this for 15 minutes and spin and check temp. So, see you in 15. Alright, back at the grill. What do we eat? 50, almost an hour in. Looking good. I'm going to check temp at this point. First off, spin. Moving closer to the heat. Now I'm wanting the bacon to crust. Looking beautiful. That weave is excellent. I want to temp this in the fat area. Biggest point. $142, 43. This thing is almost perfect. It's awesome. 144. All right, man. So I need to get my sides going. Pull this. Bacon weave looks good. So I'm gonna drop the hood. Pull that back off because I know I'm at temp. Let's keep it warm. Get our sides done. Kick ass. Alright, back at the grill. At last temp was 144. So it was 5-10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna pull this. Look at that weave. Perfect. As you can see, because I had a eruption and I tried to patch it, there is some spillage. Nothing wrong with that. It's all on presentation. Let's go. Okay, here's our final cut. Pulled it. We webbed it. We had errors. But look at the final result is beautiful. We have some baked beans here. A little sugar, molasses, the French cut beans straight out. So keep in mind, there's still strings in there. Remove the strings before you serve. So why don't we cut down the center and see what we have. The lady thinks already it's good. Let's open it up. Have a look. Not bad. Juicy. Oh, we have our stuffing steaming. And a nice beautiful bacon wrap. Loin. Can't wait to dive in, man. Hope you liked the video. We'll find out. Hey, time to eat. Later. Final shot.